What do you think of a president of the United States who bows down before the rulers of foreign nations and yet at the same time shafts the ordinary American man and woman in this country? Well, that's exactly what we have in Obama. Obama now has bowed down before the King of Saudi Arabia and the Emperor of Japan. At the same time, though, he is working in a sneaky way to undermine the civil rights of law-abiding American citizens. He is promoting a supposed health care program. This program, if implemented, would take out of the hands of healthcare professionals and put in the hands of government bureaucrats the determination of the health care of America's citizens. What this would mean is that bureaucrats would be able to make determinations regarding the coverage of individuals in the United States. What this in turn would mean is that anti-gun bureaucrats could use their power to prevent citizens who own firearms from obtaining the health care coverage they need. This is not as far-fetched as it may sound to some. Already, the Obama administration, through the National Institutes of Health, is seeking to show a nexus between health and firearms ownership in a detrimental way. This, even though Americans use firearms over 1 million times a year to prevent crime or to interrupt crime when it has begun, thus contributing to the health of the people. The Obama cronies on Capitol Hill also seek a reform of the healthcare system in the United States, which would require American taxpayers, whether they like it or not, to support abortion in the United States. So here we have a president who's willy-nilly laying down or lying down before foreign leaders, foreign heads of state, and at the same time, he using his presidential office to undermine the rights of American citizens. Now, he's doing this in a very roundabout way. He knows he dare not attack the right to keep and bear arms of law-abiding citizens in a direct manner. After all, 100 million Americans own 200 million rifles, shotguns, and handguns. Americans are buying over 1 million firearms a month. Since Obama has become president, Americans have purchased about 10 million firearms. So Obama cannot attack the American people directly, so he uses a sneaky device by promoting health care under the program he desires. He would enable the government to do an end run around the Second Amendment rights of law-abiding citizens. He would be able to set up a system through which bureaucrats could use their power to state that people who own guns or have an affinity for firearms somehow contribute to an unhealthy situation and deny them health coverage because of this. They then could force American citizens into a choice between firearms ownership and health care. This is a nefarious, vicious, sneaky proposal. It shows Obama for what he really is, a snake on roller skates. This is an absolute disgust to think that we have a president who bows down in an obeisant manner before the heads of state of other nations, and yet works not only to undermine the rights of American citizens, but in fact to eliminate the rights of law-abiding American citizens. Obama and those who support him and those who follow his program are really a bunch of creeps. Let's tell it like it really is. Obama and his gang are a bunch of creeps. It is up to the American people, scores of millions of American people, to let their senators and their United States representatives know in no uncertain terms that they oppose the policies of Obama and his cronies, that they oppose the attempt to use presidential office, to use political influence, to undermine the traditional rights, the traditional liberties of law-abiding American citizens. It is time for Americans, by the scores of millions, to let their senators and their representatives know through phone calls, through emails, through regular mail, through faxes, through meetings, through personal meetings, through public meetings, that they do not support the policy of Obama and his gang, and they will not tolerate an implementation of his policies. His policies would undermine the right to self-defense of law-abiding American citizens. His policies would force taxpayers to fund abortions whether they want to or not. The Obama administration is on a collision course with the right to life and the right to self-defense. It is up to Americans who defend, who promote, who believe in the right to life and the right to life itself, and the right to defend life itself, and the right to the means necessary to be able to defend the right to life itself, to defend one's life, to defend the lives of one's family and loved ones, to let their representatives and their senators know that they will not tolerate Obama and his policies. It is time for the Americans to step up, to let it be known how they feel. Now is the time to take action, to let the senators and congressmen know how people really feel about Obama and his gang of foreign-worshiping politicians and anti-American promoters of anti-American policies.